Welcome to All Things Tanning, straight from the glow gurus at Devoted Creations. You're now listening to Tan Talk.
Okay, without further ado, I guess we'll get started.
Yes.
So, my name is Makayla. I'm obviously one of the sales trainers over here at Devoted.
And then I'm Alex. I handle all of our customer service as well as, I guess, our social media, little digital media coordinator, you would say.
We wear a lot of hats over here.
Yes, we do. It's fun, though. It keeps us on our toes, and we like being on our toes.
I do. So today we're going to talk about all things aftercare importance, and then I guess we'll kind of just go over some of our products,
Our favorites that we like to use, and maybe,
Yeah.
like why,
kind
in
of how
case
we
you didn't
use them.
know, or something like that.
Yeah.
Shed more light on the topic.
Yeah, I know this is one of those topics, just being a sales trainer, I get asked a lot, especially because, of course, everyone can sell hard feelings or they can sell Evolve,
Yeah,
but it's
they preface
that,
more on the importance of tanning lotion.
right. And then it's that aftercare conversation that,
Yeah.
is one of those things that I think is a little bit of a harder step for
sure,
employees.
because obviously when you're selling lotions, we both
Yeah.
worked in tanning salons. You're told to bring down 3 or 4 options, and then people kind of after they get the okay with that, I feel like they kind of panic and they're like, okay, that's it.
Yeah. And it's a lot. I feel like when people come into the salon and, you give them a salon tour and you
Mhm.
explain all of your packages and then you go into lotion and then you're going to aftercare, it can be
Yeah.
a lot all at once.
Overwhelming.
So I feel like this is really one of those conversations that can be for those continuous visits, if that makes sense.
Yes, and maybe not up front, or you can just maybe you can tell they're not very interested in the after tan aspect, but just kind of preface on, okay, that's so fine. Just kind of on the importance of how beneficial using all of our aftercare is as opposed to tanning.
and you
If
can
not, it's
keep
more crucial.
Yeah, and you can keep having that conversation, especially because of all the products that we offer.
Mhm.
You can continuously have that conversation for future visits, which I feel like can really help broaden your sales, especially as an employee, kind of behind the counter.
Yeah.
So we kind of just, like I said, we want to make these videos, podcasts kind of quick.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of just
Kind of rush through, but if you guys have any questions
yeah.
or want us to stop
Yeah.
and kind of elaborate on something, we definitely can.
Yeah, we can see the chat box too. So definitely let us know if you
Give
have
us
any
a shout out. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Or for yourself.
Perfect. So we'll get started off why aftercare is so important. So one thing as a sales trainer that I always say when I talk about aftercare is I make hair analogies. So
No, I like that.
I
Because then it kind
spend
of gives them a visual. I'm more like a visual
Yeah.
learner, so I like to know okay, lay it out for me, why would I need it, not
Right.
just hydration.
Yeah.
Thank you for the obvious.
Yes. So I always kind of make a hair analogy, especially because me personally, I spend a lot of money on my hair.
She does. Can confirm.
yeah.
Seen the receipt.
Makes me sick. So as you guys can probably tell, I'm not obviously a natural blonde. So when I go and get my hair done, I, make sure that I'm obviously getting my hair done by a professional. So that's you using your professional tanning product, like a Hard Feelings, like your Vault, something like
Devoted
that.
Creations and
Yep.
Devoted Creations only,
Of
but
course. And then, when I'm about to leave, my, girl who does my hair is always, talking to me about
the importance of aftercare,
right, shampoo, conditioner, a leave-in, an
Yeah.
oil.
I like that about her because she'll fill your hair and say, oh, it looks so good, but I feel
right,
like it's
a little dry.
Yeah.
You need something else.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm not the professional here.
Yeah.
Tell me what I need, right?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Right. So I always make this analogy when I'm kind of talking about aftercare where, I'm going to spend a lot of money on my hair. I'm going to spend a lot of money on my skin. I want to take care of it at home because I'm not, my tanning isn't just that 10, 12 minutes that I'm in that UV bed.
Yeah.
I can help prolong all of that tanning after I leave the salon too,
Yeah.
especially for those people that are super busy, which,
You don't get to come in as often.
right. Even we are tan, but there
Yeah.
are days where even yesterday we're like, no, let's,
oh,
I
in
gotta
10
tan, but-
minutes, 15
right.
minutes, and we're like, oh shoot, it's 4:30 already.
Yeah, the day got ahead of me, so I didn't get to tan. But I'm doing the correct things at home to kind of take care of my tan. So I always kind of make that analogy. You're going to spend a lot of money on something. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of it at home as well. Especially this part too. If I'm going to use a really nice high-end shampoo, am I going to use a crap conditioner?
The answer is no.
Exactly. That's silly. Who would do that? I'm going to use a good shampoo and I'm going to follow up with a good conditioner and the rest of the things too.
Hello from Gold Coast Side of
So,
Wellness.
I love that. I
Hello.
love how
Yeah,
it
me
pops
too.
up
That was
big
so
like
cute.
that. Yeah.
I was like, wait, read it.
So
Hi,
one thing,
bestie.
so one thing about our tan extenders is that it's not only going to help prolong your tan, but it's also going to have skincare benefits in there, just like our tanning lotions do
Yeah.
as well. One thing too that I always mention about our tan extenders is that obviously our tan extenders are made by tanners. We're
Mhm.
tanners. And one thing that you will never, ever, ever find in our tan extenders is mineral oil.
Yes.
So
No
if
sulfates, parabens, we
right,
like pride ourselves on that.
if you pick up a lotion from a Walmart or a Walgreens,
Mhm.
I'm not sure exactly which specific ones there because
Yeah, but
I
like
do not.
Olay or
Right.
like something that like you can usually tell it has like sulfates
Yeah,
in
I
it.
don't purchase those, so I have no idea.
Couldn't tell
But
you.
those ones can contain mineral oil, sulfates, alcohols, all of those things.
Yeah.
They actually strip your tan. And if you are a salon owner on here
Yeah.
and say your customer might have that on, then they come into your salon later in tan, those can actually really harm your acrylic.
Yeah, and you
So,
don't think about that because you're like,
mhm,
oh, like they're just going in, like they're about to put their normal lotion on.
right.
Well,
You don't know
its
what they have on
residue is
prior.
still on your
Mhm,
skin. Yeah,
yeah,
so that's honestly a really good thing to
yeah.
touch point on
And
because I forget about that
I
myself.
think right, I forget too, and then I think about it like I put on, one of our tan extenders every morning before I come to work.
Mhm.
So it's one of those things where I don't even realize it. I have that on all day until
Yeah,
I'm going tanning a little bit later.
yeah,
So it's something that I definitely have to keep in mind. And then also, obviously, they're all gonna have different skincare. They're all gonna have different fragrances. And that's one thing I feel like is super
unique.
important about our tan extenders
I
and
love
unique
it.
is that there's literally something for everybody in that line.
Yeah, there's ones
So
that are like more floral, some that smell like more perfume. So like me, I love like some of our lotions that have more a perfumey fragrance,
I'm
but
perfumey.
some of them are yeah, and some of them are a little bit like overpowering. So I want something a little bit more subtle sometimes for my lotion because my actual perfume, I want that to smell a little bit more.
Yeah.
So definitely have a fragrance for like any type of tanner.
Yeah, and then all of them, of course, are gonna have not only great skincare ingredients to keep your skin hydrated and healthy, but it's also gonna have a lot of like repairing ingredients in there.
Yeah.
Especially, if you do have that drier skin or you're
Mhm.
trying to help repair some skin cells.
Yeah, like aloe, cucumber extract.
Right.
We even have caffeine extracts, which obviously we put in our lotions to help with that, like the
Like
tightening and
tightens and
toning.
tones the
Yeah,
skin.
exactly.
Yeah. So
So
it's
would you want
really
that to like prolong, like even when you're
yeah.
not in the bed?
Yeah, so it's really important, especially we do have tannic centers also that have some small amounts of DHA in there,
Yeah.
like our glycation that I kind of pulled up here.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome, especially for those people like we were kind of mentioning that we don't get to tan every day. I actually literally used Glocation last night and this
Yeah.
morning because I was like, well, I didn't get to tan yesterday, so I need to
Yeah.
have a little bit of that extra delayed coloring on my skin.
Or when we were in the UK, like
Mhm.
we were Makayla, I was just filming content. She was the spotlight. So when we were traveling, like we didn't get much time to like tan, or we didn't
Yeah.
tan at
No, we
all.
didn't tan at all.
We
We
wanted to
wanted
while we were
to.
there, but we ended up being so busy. So we're just traveling every day, and we're like, oh God, like our tans were kind of fading.
Thank goodness we had some
So
Glocation.
location,
Yeah, so it's things like that too that if you do have those people where you can have those conversations that, they don't get to come every day. That's okay. Guess what? I have a perfect product for you to help prolong your tan in a little bit of a different way than just, the hydration properties, that
yeah,
little bit of DHA.
yeah.
Of course, then we also have body washes by Devoted. We have our coconut creme.
Hmm.
We have our after sun refreshers.
Hmm.
So kind of going with, the aftercare at home part with
Hmm.
our body washes. Those again, no mineral oil,
Won't
no
strip your
alcohols,
color.
not going to strip your color.
Yeah.
I remember working a salon. I had a lot of conversations about that
Yeah.
when people would get spray tans, and I would always ask
Especially, I'm
them,
a sunless
"What?"
tanner, so I can advocate that that is
Yes,
just top tier,
yes,
and you won't worry about. Obviously, it can leave you patchy afterwards, and it strips your color. But I just like it because it always keeps my skin nourished and hydrated. Especially, we'll probably talk about head to glow soon.
yeah.
But same with that because it's almost like a conditioner when you're putting on your legs. You don't have to worry about
It's like an
something
in shower
stripping it.
lotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love to use our Head to Glow, especially for shaving.
Mhm.
Even if days I'm not shaving, just kind of using it as like some extra hydration in the
Yeah.
shower. And I love that it's like a pump. I love that it's not really a shave gel, it's a shave cream, I would
Yeah.
say. It's more
It's
of
supposed to be
that.
like a conditioner, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It
no,
just
it
feels like it
definitely
almost.
is more of like a
'Cause I just
conditioner.
use my conditioner for my hair on my legs to
Yeah,
shave
I feel like
'cause
everybody used to do
it's
that.
so hydrating, and it just gives you, like, the closest shave
Yeah.
because obviously shave cream can be so drying.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people kind of forget about, that aftercare in the shower products that we have
Yeah,
too. That's not going to strip your tan. It's going to help keep your skin hydrated, exfoliated evenly, all of that good stuff.
yeah,
And then of course our after sun refreshers were something that we introduced last year, which
yeah,
were super awesome because who doesn't love a body spray?
exactly.
I literally feel like we always have body sprays on us. I literally sprayed a body spray on me right before because I changed shirts.
Me
So
too, and I always use it after I tan because I am a sunless tanner, as I've said. So that just kinda helps mask. I feel like sometimes lotions don't smell good on me, so all I do is smell like whatever I just sprayed on my body.
yeah, and I always tell people when you are having that conversation about, upselling things and talking about aftercare products,
Yeah.
those people that you have that come in on like their lunch breaks, or think about it, we tan during the day at work, all of
Yeah.
those kind of good things. You can spray that and it's going to help mask any of those after tan odors that you kind of really don't want to have or don't want to see.
Yeah.
And it's going to add hydration back in. And it has a little bit of shimmer. And I mean, I like glitter. So
Yeah. It's very faint.
no, it is
especially
very
for people
faint.
that like are nervous about that, but
Yeah, it has
it's really just for aesthetic, make it look
a
pretty.
little bit of shimmer.
Yeah, but especially if you're gonna like say you're taking your lunch break and you're going back and you're sitting behind an office desk. Like, yeah, we do that too, but like someone smelling like lotion around here obviously isn't out of the ordinary. But like if you're like you kind of smell a little bit, like that's like the perfect add-on for before you sit behind the desk. Especially if people aren't supposed to know you went and tanned.
Yeah. It also is like really easy to
Secret
kind of
safe
just
with
like
us.
throw in your purse, have around, super easy product. And one of those things that I kind of talk about with all of our aftercare, anybody can use any of our aftercare.
Yeah.
They do not necessarily have to be a tanner, whether they're indoor or sunless. Anybody can use our tan extenders, our after sun refreshers, or any of our body care like that, because it is a lot of multi-use products. So that's one thing too that I always stress is, these products could be sold to absolutely anybody. And I definitely don't want you guys like miss that mark on those sales, especially.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want anybody to forget about these products because I know when I run out, I'm like,
Stand
shoot, I
by.
gotta get some
Like,
more.
nobody panic. Oh
Yeah.
wait, it's in the office. We're
Yeah.
good.
I'm like, gosh, I gotta bring some more of that home. So now
Now
we
we're
kind
talking
of
about
talked about that.
multi-use.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about our
Bronzing pump.
our mega moisture masks, our multi-use facials.
Yes.
So these are super awesome because like we said with kind of the Tannic centers, there's literally something for everybody.
Yep.
So of course we have our sorbet, we have which is our just regular accelerator. We have our halo, which is going to be our blue hued hybrid accelerator. We have our coconut color cream, which is going to be like our transfer resistant
Yeah, yeah,
DHA.
yeah.
Honey, which is going to be like just strictly cosmetic.
Yeah,
and
like
then
a
our
BB
new
cream, makeup,
beach bronzing balm, which is going to be our dark DHA, dark cosmetic coloring facial.
or tried and true, if you please.
Yeah, no, there's not a single day that this is not on my face. And if I've trained you or any of your staff, you've literally heard me probably say this 9,000 times.
Or if you probably convinced you to buy it, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it's the best.
I remember being behind, like I was visiting when we first launched all the products, and I was actually watching her train on these, and I was like, you know what? I tested out during like product training, but I'm like,
You know what?
now I need it. Okay, she's onto something here.
Now I need some more of
I haven't
that.
looked back since.
But these are all, again, like our tan extenders, curated, totally different. They all have different skincare benefits. Of course, they're all going to be formulated non-comedogenic, so they're not going to clog your pores. They're going to prevent breakouts. They're going to help with any like inflammation and redness on the skin,
Yeah.
which is super, super helpful, especially when you are talking about a facial product.
Yeah.
And another thing I love to stress about these is that, again, you definitely don't have to be a tanner to use these.
Yeah,
you can use these every day just
day.
as your daily skincare,
Mhm.
a moisturizer,
Yep.
especially with some products like coconut color cream
Mhm.
and our beach bronzing balm having DHA. I know a lot of people lose that color on their face.
Yeah, me especially since I'm a sunless tanner, my
Right.
face is always so much paler than the rest of
Yeah,
my
and
body.
like you wash your face a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You exfoliate your face a lot differently. And your face just like produces more oils, so it naturally can just do that.
Work a lot
So
faster.
having something with that DHA in there, I say all the time, like if my legs are pale, I don't care as long as my face is tan, I'm good.
My face just yep.
So it's definitely one of those things that, if again, people don't tan their face.
Yeah.
I know you have those people that come into your salon
Perfect
that
selling point,
are
honestly.
like, can I get an extra towel while I cover my face? Well,
Yeah.
sure can, but
By
guess
all
what?
means.
I
And
have
of
the
course, we're
best
not going to be
product.
like, hey, your face is looking really white. You need this product. Just like
Yeah,
hints that, like, hey, this personal experience always sells because then
Yeah,
they can tell, like,
always.
your perspective on it.
Put yourself in their shoes, right? I use this every single day with XYZ, and I replaced XYZ skincare because this has XYZ skincare ingredients in there for any of our facials. So that's one thing about me. I will say all the time, I'm a lazy like skincare user. So if I can do something in 2 steps versus 5,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
I'm gonna
And
sell my soul right now.
that's me with any of our facial products because I can just eliminate a lot of those, I feel like, extra skincare steps.
It's all in one.
Right. It's like I'm going to put a regular hyaluronic acid on my face. Well, oh, this has hyaluronic acid in it, so I can just use that instead.
Yeah, so the skin plumping, the hydration, all of the same qualities you look for in like your standard serum is now all just in one.
Yeah. And I use these as a makeup primer.
Me too. I just put sorbet on.
Same. I literally just use sorbet too as a makeup primer. There's not a day that I don't have one of these on my face. And especially if I'm wearing makeup and I don't have it on my face, I'm probably taking the makeup off and putting it back on after I've put that on as a primer.
Yep.
That's pretty much all we have for aftercare.
Yeah.
But I did want to talk about Socialite for just a quick second. I know we kind of just wanted to show everybody the color for those of you who haven't seen our new Color Rush lotion. So here we have
in her glory.
Yeah, she's so pretty in the light. It literally looks crazy because of the foil on here.
Yeah.
So Socialite is going to be a new mid-level DHA bronzer
Mhm.
that we just came out with in the Color Rush collection. I did pull this. This is the color of the lotion itself. I hope that's like pulling well on the
It's like a
camera.
perfect like happy medium.
Yep.
Not too much like cosmetic coloring, but not too much DHA.
Yeah. I don't want to go too in depth about ingredients and that kind of stuff
Because
because
she will be soon.
yeah, we will be soon, but we kind of wanted to just show everybody, for those of you who haven't seen it. Like I said, it is that mid-level DHA bronzer. There's literally nothing like it in this collection, so it's definitely one of a kind. Exactly. But I hope we kind of covered everything today and did it in a pretty quick,
Speed dating manner, if you please.
yeah, informative manner. We're gonna again kind of hopefully push more of these out.
Continuing, yeah.
Yeah. So we're really excited for this year's kind of product launch season as it's coming closer and those kind of good things.
Slowly approaching.
Yeah, slowly approaching. So we hope that you guys enjoy these. And if you have anything you'd like to share with us, please,
Yeah, or you maybe want us to cover sometime.
please do.
Can't announce any product launch stuff. However, we would love to talk about like
Anything.
multi-use products. If you want us to elaborate more on that,
Yep.
on like sunless, like anything along those lines, we would love to, because it just makes it easy, especially if you guys don't have time to like sit there, watch videos, like just come in a little crash
Yeah.
course, call it a day.
And this is fun for us. So definitely give us ideas if you guys have anything that you'd like. And we will see y'all next time, I guess. Thank you guys.
Bye.
This episode of Tan Talk was brought to you by Devoted Creations. Catch us next time for more expert insights and glow-worthy updates.